There we go.
Happy New Year.
Yes. Happy New Year, everybody. It's now 2023. That's going to take some getting used to.
Yeah.
How did that happen? This year has gone so quick.
This year, it's only just started.
Last year. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. If you're watching us live, good to see you. If you're watching after, good to see you. Yeah, Happy New Year to everybody. We're both pretty exhausted. We drove home here in Norfolk from my parents today. We were up rather late. Some of you may have watched us.
If you did, I apologise.
We were live.
I really apologise.
We'd had a few of them.
Yeah.
It was
Hopefully
great.
I didn't say anything too bad.
No, you were just funny. Yeah, we had a good chat with Lainey and friends, and then we popped into Andrew's and Damien. Oh,
there's Jeff. He wants to come in.
Chat with Damien, Phil, and
Damien. I'm really sorry.
Tom. Don't worry about it. We had a laugh. That's Jeff. So yeah, we thought we'd come on and have a chat. We don't have a haul. We've been doing Christmas stuff. We've not really been doing any eBay related things really. But we'll look back on 2022, talk about a few highlights. You can share yours, and then we may look forward briefly to plans for this year. Here's a Jeff. Say hello, Jeff. This way. Oh, hello. Mind your tea.
Yeah.
Coffee, whatever.
There he is.
Oh, Jeff was a highlight. We got Jeff.
We did.
I didn't even write.
It feels like we've had him for forever. You've got a little.
Didn't even put that on the list.
Face.
You didn't even make the cut, Jeff, to our highlights list.
Well, it's because we feel like we've had him for forever. When you think about the fact that we only just got him like February, wasn't it? And yeah.
Yes.
It's mad. It feels like it's been much longer than that.
So let's quickly say hello to those that are watching live and have said hello. Steve is in. Happy New Year. And Selena, same again. Happy New Year. And Leanne, sorry. Oh, that's Damien. Good to chat with you last night. Hello, Sean. Hi, Nick and Andrea. Happy New Year to you both. You were great fun last night. There you go. See? We had a really good evening. We were at my parents'. A friend of theirs came over. We played some daft games, which was great. Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah,
my sister came up.
Evening, yeah.
And the night before, we were down at my sister's.
Yeah, your oldest sister, and then we saw your middle sister today and her kids.
Yeah, it's been full on. We're knackered now. Hello, Rich. Happy New Year. Who else has popped in? Flipping Maggie. Wishing everyone good health, happiness, and prosperity. Fantastic. Gary, welcome. Hello, Pete. Sean. Did I do Sean? There you go, Sean. Porkies. Hello. Will, Ed, Mark. Well, there's lots of people coming in now.
Oh, we've got a super chat.
Oh, we do. Right, let's get down to that. Pat and Belinda, welcome. Steve, yes, Happy New Year to you too. Hello, Susan. Thank you very much. There's Phil. We were chatting with Phil last night. Hope you're well. We were mildly hungover this morning. Fluffy Muffin, epic. Happy New Year. Hello, Fluffy Muffin. Are you a Fluffy Muffin? Right. Oh, Derek's in. Hi, Derek.
Hello, Derek.
Good to see you. Ian. Wow, we'll be here all night doing this. Right. Hello, everybody. Let's whiz down. Sorry if I didn't highlight your comment, but welcome.
Oh, and Gadget Man. We'll get to Gadget Man.
Gadget Man. I'm going to open a box that we think has come from Gadget Man.
Oh, Susan says nothing to apologise for. Thank you, Susan.
Susan. Oh, hi, Susan. Yeah, the quiz was fun. Susan was doing a quiz. Okay.
Seb says, well, hey, finally made a live after watching for over a year, usually out on a Sunday, so watch on delay.
Good to see you, Zeb. Right, let's scroll down. Oh, hi, Chris.
Oh, what was Damien saying?
Where?
Oh, why am I apologising? I don't know. Just in case. Yeah, if I was doing that, it's not funny.
How do I
I don't know.
will it still ring on there if
Yeah,
this is
probably.
off? Turn my phone off. Okay. It's just tumbleweed. Yeah, we've got a few orders going out tomorrow. Might be enough to do a little picking video, but hardly. We've not been on it with that, shall we say?
There's Lainey.
Hello, Lainey. Thanks for hosting last night. Where's the super chat? Everyone's coming in to say hi, which is wonderful, but I can't see where this. There we go.
It's from Steve. Thank you, Steve. Here's a first little acorn for your pile this year. Thank you.
That's lovely of you. Thank you
very much, Steve.
Thank you very much. Oh, the Grinch is in. How was Christmas, Grinch?
Did you give all the presents back?
Okay. Oh, it's Hayley.
Flutter by Enterprises, is that Dawn?
I don't know. Is that Dawn?
Not sure. I'm
Hello.
Sure you'll tell her.
What a way to begin my new year, making a complaint to the district manager about my workplace. That's no fun. That's no fun. Right, let's get down to the end. There we go. So, yeah, looking back on 2022, I was on YouTube earlier and I went into the analytics. So I thought it might be interesting. This channel had 1,909,005 views last year. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
Which was down on what it normally is because I haven't put as many videos out this year, but it's still an incredible figure. It always blows my mind, those sort of figures, which equates to 301.5 thousand hours of watch time.
Wow.
Which is 34 and a half years. People have watched us on YouTube. Isn't that bonkers? Yeah, I mean, YouTube has been great. Andrea, you've been building up your channel.
Yeah, I haven't posted a lot over Christmas because it's just been a bit mad. But yeah, we'll get back into that.
So if you're not subbed to Andrea's channel, link for that should be below. Yeah, we're still enjoying YouTube and it's going really well. So eBay wise, we've made a few.
Hang on, don't jump.
We've made some notes. Find of the year. It's hard to remember back, but one thing that sticks in my mind was finding my first Mewtwo in wild. Shortly after, Ellen was sent one as a gift. And totally, I can't remember who it was that sent it. Isn't that awful? But yeah, finding a Mewtwo for £1 and then selling it for 300 a few weeks later was rather nice.
Yeah, it was weird, wasn't it? Because we've got the one for Ellen, which she uses. And then very shortly afterwards, we found one out in the wild.
I know.
It's just crazy.
At the end of a boot sale, we were moseying around, weren't really, just having a nice jolly out.
And it was still there. And
it was just sat there on a table, like 3 or 4 hours into the boot sale. It was crazy. If you can hear, that's Ella making her dinner over there. Hi. Yeah, so find of the year. What did you note down?
The knives have gone again, Sharon says.
Yeah, they have. You noted those?
Yeah, I think my find of the year was probably the Arabia, Finland stuff, which I've sold most of. I've only got the serving bowls left. So.
Yeah. Now that was might have been in Milton Keynes at a jumble trail event.
It was a jumble trail, definitely.
And
what are you having for dinner? Will is asking. Pasta.
Pasta with pesto sauce stuff. Yeah. I'm hungry now.
We just had cheese and crackers, didn't we?
So yeah, Arabia porcelain stuff. Really worth looking out for. We paid what, 25?
Yes.
And we made back
20 or 25.
I think it was 25, and I think we made back 200 or 300 already.
Yeah, it's been brilliant.
So that was a really nice find.
Neil says, shh. She's gone now.
Daniel's first trip tomorrow to my local for sourcing. Yeah, I'm itching to go out. And we do have a haul arriving very soon. A huge one, a ridiculous one. What else did you? Oh, I put down The other find of the year for me was very recent. It was that Hero Quest, because they don't come up. Even though it was complete, I was just thrilled to find one. And yeah, I'm going to be parting that one out, because if you saw that video, it's missing all the figures apart from one. So yeah, I'm going to part out what's left, but that was really nice to find.
Oh, thank you, Polish Check. Says Nick and Andrea, best and most down-to-earth resellers I know.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I hope you're well. Good to see you. So most of your faves it's all ceramics.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
Yeah, it's the Port Merion haul that we got.
Yeah.
That was really nice. And
that was another jumble yard sale event things, which we absolutely love. And that was how much for the lot situation.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We did catch that.
Got a really good deal there, didn't we? Really good deal.
We did, and we sold virtually all of that.
Yeah, I mean, sadly for me, not for the person that bought it, one didn't turn up in time for Christmas or whatever, so I refunded it. So I'm sure they'll turn up eventually, because everything's filtering through, isn't it? So yeah,
unfortunate.
So unfortunately, she got those. For me, she got them for free. For her, great.
And you remember, that West German bowl is just stunning.
Yeah,
and
that
really
hasn't sold yet, but then I put a high price on it.
Yeah, big fruit bowl.
Yeah.
What was the brand on that? Do you remember? Don't know.
Veta, I think.
Ooh. And then one quick one about eBay. My sale of the year, most memorable sale or most pleasing sale of the year. I don't know if you'll remember this or if you saw the video. I sold a basil brush, vintage 1970s hand puppet toy. And I managed to break the voice pull cord off it while showing it in the video. I was so peed off with myself. Sent it, messaged the buyer. They said, it's fine, send it anyway, because I'm going to repair it, because the voice box thing didn't work. He says boom, boom, and various phrases. Anyway, sent it out. The guy was absolutely lovely. He repaired it, and then he sent me a message following up to say that he had fully repaired it, and he was now he had it in his bar or in his restaurant behind the bar.
Or it might not have been his restaurant. It was a friend's, maybe.
But I can't remember exactly now. But he sent this lovely long description about how happy he was and how much he'd been entertaining people with it, and it was so nice that item that was already not working, then I ruined a bit more. Ended up getting fully repaired and is somewhere being loved to bits now and looked after. So that was easily my most memorable sale.
Yeah. Chris says this seems to have a very wide handle. It does. It's very chunky. It's good though.
Right. It's a very good question. I think you're going to put out a separate video on your channel.
Yeah, a video on that this week.
Because we have news about that. We won't say anymore. But yeah, if you're not subbed to Andrea, go through and sub, and there'll be a video out soon about that. So highlights of the year, fun stuff, right? Pop your highlights in, something you did, somewhere you went, I don't know, highlight of the year for you. We've got a few. For me, seeing nearly said Oasis. I've seen them as well, but it wasn't Oasis, it was Erasure, a band I've been passionate about since the 80s. Never seen them. It just never happened for me. And we both went and we saw them at the O2.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
And yeah, one of the best gigs, certainly for me, I've ever seen. Hands down. Amazing. And this year we're going to get to see Depeche Mode and Pet Shop Boys. So that's
the set.
It's the full set. But yeah, and then you want to mention that?
And Rewind Festival is always a highlight. But yeah, we had a brilliant few days, didn't we?
Rewind was good. Yeah.
As Chris says, I think Rewind Festival is up there for me. Yes, absolutely.
It was lovely
next on our list. Rewind.
Spending time with you, Chris, and everyone else we were there with, Shelley and Tom. It was nice to get out and just chill, not be able to work.
Yeah.
Take your mind off that. We all had a sneaky peek and sent out a few offers and stuff, but
very much looking forward to this year as well.
Yeah, have you got tickets?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. We got tickets. And And highlight for me was the Human League. They were the like headliners, the main headline, and they just brought the house down. I was rather merry that night, and I was
we all were
dancing around like a loon. That sticks in my head.
you were particularly
totally lost in the music completely. Yeah, that was a fun evening. And then Bristol, we went down to see Carla. Was that her birthday weekend again?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. That was a fun trip. Catching up with friends. Lex was there.
Yeah, Lex, Josh, Heather,
yeah. So that was a bit of a highlight.
Yeah, and Jeff got to hang out with Carla's dogs. That was good fun.
Yeah. Yes. Let's highlight some highlights in the chat. Let me go back a bit. What have we got there? Pete says, highlight of my year was seeing Richard and Derek locally as they took part in the 2022 mini run to Brighton. Oh, I didn't see that video, Pete. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the meetup soon. We'll obviously see Pete, who is going, pretty sure, and also pretty sure Richard and Derek are going. So that'll be fun again.
Fauna says, maybe the birth of my youngest granddaughter. Oh, our year started really well as well, didn't it? Our niece, Becky, had another baby called Ronnie. He's a little boy. And
named after the snooker player?
He was born yesterday. So, yeah, that was a lovely, lovely start to the new year.
Yeah, so Becky has a baby boy, Ronnie, to go with her daughter, Roxy.
And it's nothing to do with EastEnders.
Ronnie and Roxy. Right. So hopefully this year we're going to try and get up to Leeds, because they moved up to Leeds and my nephew is now up there as well. The family's all migrating. So yeah.
I'm just going back to see what we've missed.
I think it started, people's highlights started further down.
Well, Chris had already said about Rewind. PVP says, at my age, getting to 2023 is enough of a highlight.
Yeah.
Carl says, highlight of my year, 2 years sober on November the 7th and meeting Roy Keane for the umpteenth time. Oh, well, congratulations, Carl, for both of those things.
Yeah. Yes, well done. I'll be lucky if I see a pet shop. Okay.
Sharon celebrating her daughter's 18th birthday. We didn't mention that. It wasn't on the list, but Ellen turned 21.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a highlight as
well.
Yeah,
we went down to Brighton to see Ellen, went out for a meal, and yeah, wow. Still doesn't seem right. She's 21.
21, I know.
Right, do you want me to highlight? Go on. There you go.
Daniel says, my selling highlight was the Jellycat bunny. Oh yeah, I remember you saying about that. And a personal one was finally getting a protection order served on an abusive ex. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry you've gone through that. Oh,
well, man. I'm glad you've got it sorted, but that sounds like a horrible ordeal.
Sounds like you've been through hell.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Onwards and upwards, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. May 2023 be start of really good things for you. I really hope so.
Can you read Junie's for me?
Yeah, Junie says, my highlights of 2022 are starting my Wii channel on YouTube and getting accepted on my Open University Diploma course, which I start in February.
Wow.
Yeah, fantastic.
Wow. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and well done on taking the jump to do YouTube. We both know it's not an easy thing to start. It's a very odd thing to do in many ways, but once you get going with it, you'll get used to it. Yeah, stick with it. Okay, hope you don't. Yeah, we're a magnet for very tall men.
Yeah, I'm trying to stop manifesting it because I think because we joke about it all the time, we end up manifesting it. So I'm trying to just going to manifest small people in front of us.
One real highlight's getting eBay started again. Yeah, good news. What's this? getting a payout from the diesel's emissions scandal. Oh, interesting.
Oh,
I won't go into it
okay.
now, but we've had a letter about something completely different, but we may be able to get a payout for something else, which is interesting. I think we're going to pursue that. Oh, that.
Yeah, that sounds good, Jill. I'd love to do that.
Fun. What else have we got? Yes, we heard. Yeah. One of the Pointer sisters has passed away.
I don't know what's going on at the moment.
Well, who is it? It was the chap from Faithless. Went a week or so back. Terry Hall, of course, recently.
Yeah.
That was a shock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if there's any more highlights before. Did we do all of ours? Just having a look on the list.
Steve says, highlight of the year, strange as it sounds, getting laid off after nearly 2 years on COVID testing meant things were getting better.
Oh, I see what you mean. So you worked on COVID testing. Interesting.
Yeah, but it's good and not so good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's good. We all kind of moved on from it, although it's still going on.
It is. It is. But we do seem to be managing to live a relatively normal life again, which is good.
Highlight of my year was getting a new car after a year of being a bus banker. Excellent news. Yes, Pete confirming he's there from the Friday. Good stuff. We'll see you there. Being well enough to start going to car boot sales again from Kath E.
That's good, Kath. Yeah.
Excellent news. Continuing to meet interesting people on YouTube and chatting with them. Good stuff.
Chris G.
What's that one there? There you go.
My highlight, the wedding of my younger son, Stephen, to his girlfriend since school days, Ellen, in August. A brilliant day. Oh, lovely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Our highlight is starting reselling in March and then starting our YouTube channel just over a month ago and finding so many new friends through YouTube. There you go. So if you're not subbed, Lindsay and Alvin Resellers UK, go and have a look. Yeah. Excellent stuff. Right. Yeah, great Uncle Nick. Coming back to YouTube, excellent. Actually completing Vlogmas.
Oh, wow, well done.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's a lot of work if you did daily videos.
Let's Rock in Norwich in August. Oh, it's about the same time as Rewind, though, isn't it?
70s, 80s. Wow. I got not a good 2022 for Paul. I got kicked out of our flat and living in a hotel. Oh my word!
Oh, it can only get better, can't it, Paul?
Yeah. Well, hopefully
the
you
only
can
way is up.
Sort that out. That's no fun, is it? Oh, there's loads coming in. Reseller Kid. My highlight of 2022 has been watching the transformation of my football team, Newcastle, after years of misery under previous ownership. Okay.
Right.
Interesting. It was fun watching the Lionesses win.
Oh yeah, that was a big highlight for all of us, wasn't it?
We got into that.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's any more quickly before we carry on, because there's a couple of bits we wanted to talk about.
My first time driving to Cornwall and spending the week in St Ives was beautiful. I would love to do that, and we know Carol there, so it'd be nice to visit Carol at some point.
We were down there the year before, weren't we?
Yeah.
For a holiday.
We didn't go down to St Ives though.
No.
Oh, hello, Kenneth. Happy New Year.
Hello. Good evening. I have been threatening to do YouTube videos for about 10 years now, and I will maybe in another 10 years. When you're ready, when you're good and ready. So we wanted to talk about obviously a big thing for us last year was committing to the decision to move house and do it. Never an easy decision to make. we think it was the right thing to do. We're glad we did it.
Hello, Techno Guy.
I haven't missed the old house, but I have missed Hitchin. We are feeling much more at home here now. It all takes time, right? But we will always miss Hitchin, I think. But we needed to move on and change things up a bit, and we knew it wasn't going to be easy. But I've never missed the house. I don't know if you have.
I did in the beginning.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a nice house, but I was never happy there with house-wise. I do miss, having the cat cave all set up and lovely. And I can't wait to get this new one all finished. But yeah, moving house was a huge thing. And then looking back, just quickly, something I kind of achieved last year was clearing our backlog. Because when we started the year, we had a loft. There's still loads of stock up there, squirreled away, stuff I'd forgotten about for years. My office was full. Your office was full. There was stock in the spare room. And I cleared 90% of it. Well, we did. We both worked so long and so hard to clear all of that stuff, and that was a huge achievement. We'd not cleared the back. I mean, we didn't clear all of it, but 90% of it easily. And we'd never done that. We'd never got that down that far. So that was a massive achievement, and it made moving a whole lot easier. We still had a lot of stuff to move, but
as Ian can attest to.
Yes, absolutely. What else have I got down here?
Just quickly read Peter's. Another brilliant highlight of the year for me was seeing my dad come home at the end of November after a month and a half in hospital and community hospital due to a chest infection. Yeah, that's good news. That is.
Yeah, that is. I'm glad he's back home now. Hopefully on the mend. There's more highlights here.
Yeah. Kate's highlight, queuing to say goodbye to the Queen. Such lovely folk in the queue, all doing that very most British activity, the queue. Yes.
That was a hell of a queue. Yeah. It was miles long at some points, wasn't it? It was all down the Thames, and we didn't go up and queue. Daniel's saying a negative highlight was the loss of one of the Power Rangers actors passed away.
Oh yeah. So many iconic people have gone this year.
I think I'm at the bottom. Belinda's just saying you need to explore Hitchin. Yeah. If you're in Bedford, get down there.
It's a lovely place. We really do miss it.
It's a good spot for a day out.
Yeah,
definitely. We will be back there soon for the meetup on the 14th. Anybody is welcome. We're basically going to be in the Angel Vaults pub, which is just off the town square. You'll find it easily. We'll be there Saturday from about midday probably, and probably until they throw us out. So if you are in the area, come down and say hello. We don't bite. Share a drink with us. I don't know how many people are going. We know lots of our friends are going. A few have been mentioned tonight. It's just an open invite. We are still hoping to be showing a complete app. We will certainly show what we have and let people mess about with that. Whether we're going to actually get to the point where we're going to get it installable on people's phones, I'm not sure, because things have changed a little bit. You may have seen on my Instagram, we've been testing certain bits of the functionality. But we'll certainly have it for people to see and mess about with, which is exciting. So another thing I wanted to mention was Lainey was fundraising again, and we did our little bit to help out, hosted an auction and took part in a few other videos. And it's something we started doing because we have a profile on here. We said ages ago we were going to do at least one thing for charity every year. And we will keep doing that as long as we're on YouTube. Just think that's really important. I'm going to cough. So well done to Lainey, because Lainey put all the hard work in this year. We were preoccupied with moving, really, and getting ready to move. But we hosted the auction. That was great fun. I can't even remember how much the total was that was raised through Lainey's efforts. But we will do something again this year at some point.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all a bit strange for us, wasn't it? Because it was right around the time we were moving. So
Yeah.
it was,
We
yeah.
didn't really have our heads in the game. It was all a bit chaotic. But yeah, it was all Lainey's effort really this year, the fundraiser. Yeah, it was just great to be a part of it again. There we go.
I think mostly
Good timing.
Our highlight was moving house, because the whole year was consumed by it, looking for a house. We did a lot of traveling around the country to try and figure out where we were going to live. Finally settling on deciding it was going to be Norfolk, and then finding this place. And yeah, it was just the whole year has just been leading up to moving house.
It's such a big decision, isn't it? And it was so difficult because of what we do. We could have gone anywhere. So narrowing it down, and you know, we found that really difficult.
And we still don't know if we got it right.
Well, it's so difficult, isn't it? But yeah, it was, our whole year pretty much was consumed with everything that goes around that. And then it was a very long drawn out procedure to actually get the sale completed.
Yeah.
Or the purchase, the whole chain thing. We had all of the issues you could imagine we had. It was a pain in the neck, wasn't it? Remember?
I just wanted to read Jacko's allotment here. It says, I started selling on eBay in October due to wanting to get rid of my clutter. I ended up getting a shop set up, was seriously ill in July, and given 9 days to live. Oh my God.
What?
Wow. I wanted to have some fun.
Well, you clearly survived a lot longer than 9 days, which is awesome.
Which is amazing.
But I can't imagine the stress of hearing that. Wow. Well done to you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Belinda says, I would love to come to the meetup, but have anxiety about going into a pub on my own, but hope it's a great day for you all. I understand that, Belinda. I'd be the same. I would.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say it's a silly thing to say that, you know, we'll be there, but yeah, if it's just the entering and the saying hellos and that sort of thing is daunting. It's daunting for us. So it's not that we don't understand. Maybe in the future, if you're more confident, you would be. Or if
you can bring a friend, you know, bring someone with you.
Yeah. You would be very welcome.
And Chris B says, be good to make this one, as I missed the last one. That's Yes.
Can't wait. I'm going to blow my
Can't wait for the app to be full functioning, and will be amazing to finding more tat. Yeah. Any reason for finding more tat is a good one.
We're at the point with it where everything is working. We just need it all to work in unison, and it needs a bit of refining and a few bugs fixing. But we are very confident that we will have a fully working app. It's just getting it over the finish line.
Yeah.
It's been a long road.
It has. It's been a lot more complicated than was first envisaged.
Oh, 100%. But I think being completely naive to the scale of the task at the beginning was a good thing, because I don't think we'd have gone for it if we'd have known. You know what I mean? Sometimes being naive and just blundering into something, a project of this scale, is the right way to do it. Otherwise, you wouldn't start. If someone had said, "Well, this is what it's going to be like," you'll go, "What? No, thank you." Steep learning curve. We've all been doing it in our spare time. It's mostly a team of 2 doing it.
Not me.
So yeah, if we can get it over the line, it will be probably one of the biggest things I've ever achieved if we can make this work. And then we will get there. It's just getting it over the line. A lot of things to sort out. So
Fauna's highlight was going to meet Lainey in person. That was lovely last year. We're hoping that's going to happen this year, aren't we?
Well, get up to visit Lainey. We're hoping so. Yeah. We want to do a bit of visiting. We want to get up to Leeds. We could incorporate going up to Leeds. We could
do a road trip, couldn't we?
We could.
Yeah.
We need to start earning some money.
Yeah.
We're feeling rather brassy. Moving house is an expensive thing anyway, but kind of putting your business on hold. We have kept eBay going, but our sales have been a fraction of what they would normally be. So
We've
moving
got
house,
hardly anything listed.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the double whammy of spending all that money to move, and then our income being affected through choice, but it's been tough, and we need to really push eBay.
Yeah, we do.
Like mad.
That's what the beginning of the year is going to be.
Yeah.
Carl's already putting stuff together for Laney's fundraising this year.
Oh, wow.
Susan says, my Nick highlight is him shouting, I love Nick Berry so loud outside his house.
I've forgotten about that. That was that fundraiser.
Fred has never mentioned that, has he? Or Sandra.
Yes. Oh, blimey. The things you do. Yeah, that was quite a night. Are we allowed? You're allowed.
Yeah, of course you are. Yeah.
You're allowed to ask what you like, really, within reason. Let's scroll down a bit, see what people are saying. Oh, here we go. Laney, new fundraiser is decided. 5K walk, run, and wheel. More info later in the year.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Yeah, we'll do the walk.
I might train and do the run.
Oh.
My fitness has been neglected. I was doing really well with my fitness, getting a certain amount of exercising every day, and with the whole move and the chaos, it's all gone out of the window. I've been trying to get back into it, so that would be good if we're going to do something physical.
Yeah, I can't do the running, but I will do the walk.
So should we look forward to this year and what we want to achieve?
Let me just see if there are any other comments.
And you can share goals if you have any specific goals. They can be personal, they can be business.
Mayo Retro, I missed the start, but I'm guessing you guys are talking about the meetup. It's Bradley, by the way.
There we go. We were just talking about the app. Yes. Yeah, Bradley will be there. We'll be able to answer questions about the app and show it to you. And yeah, it's going to be fun.
Will says, I was in Bury, Greater Manchester over Christmas. I've never seen so many charity shops in one place. Some great bargains if you live around that area. Oh, cool. Are they all on the list?
Possibly. I've been spending a lot of time on the list. All of the 7,000 pins. Yeah, a lot of work.
Carl said, someone would have done it eventually, Nick, but you don't have the gonads to actually plow through and get it up and running. Good on you.
Thank you. Yes. It's going to be exciting and nerve-wracking letting it loose and letting people, get hands-on with it when it's properly launched.
Chris G says, if you head to Leeds, you're welcome to a cup of tea in Stockport.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris.
Yes, at some point this year, we're definitely going up. We have a little baby Ronnie to go and visit.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking forward.
Here we go. Sorry. Chat. Thank you, Jack. Did you ever get a MC?
That's
11?
A suspension of some description, isn't it? And I think the answer to that is yes. We had, I think it was that coded suspension. It all merges into one. What was that for? I think the answer is yes, and we got it sorted out. It was when we sold a video game for £1,000.
Yeah.
And they saw it as suspect activity on the account. They closed us down for like a week or something.
Yeah.
And we had to.
But they wouldn't give us a reason in the beginning, would they? Wouldn't tell us what it was.
They were very funny with us, and we kind of got an apology out of them, and yeah, it was. I hope you're not going through that because it was a pain in the neck. It really was.
Sounds like you are, and I hope you get it sorted.
So yeah, looking forwards.
Sandra says, hope it's not snowing on your meetup. Supposed to be an Arctic blast on the way. Oh no.
Is there? Oh, well, we'll be there. We'll be there, whatever. So 2023 immediate goals. Finish the new office because we have a lot of stock arriving imminently. I need to get in there and get that finished. When we came home, we haven't opened the box from Gadget Man. We'll do that.
Haven't yet, and we also have a Christmas card to thank someone for.
Well, let's do that. Let's do that first, and then we'll talk about goals.
Talking of postal strikes, this filtered through the system just a little bit too late, but we've got a Christmas card here from Andy at White Reselling. So thank you, Andy, for that.
Yeah. Just in time
the Christmas cards are still up, so
to go up with the cards before we take them down. Yeah, they'll stay up for a while, won't they?
Yeah.
Right. So
Once Love Treasure says my eBay related goal is to sell at least 10% of my total listed stock each month.
Okay.
Good idea.
Sounds like a plan. I'm going to need a knife now.
Kath says, I like the idea of a filmed barn challenge.
Barn challenge? What barn challenge is this?
No. B&B Property Photography said, I went to Attleborough the other day after you said you were impressed with the charity shops there. I didn't do too bad from there, to be fair.
Yeah, there's a couple of good ones.
Yeah, Dogs Trust, don't bother with.
Usual story.
It's very expensive. Yeah, there's a really lovely, is it the cats one? That's my favourite one.
Yeah, and there's a independent schools one. I think there's only one charity shop for the local school.
Yeah, whenever we've been there, we end up going later in the day. And
but they're funny opening hours, but that is a good one. It's a kind of pilot high, sell it cheap place.
Yeah, that's good. We need to go there again. We'll go this week, maybe. It's only just down the road.
Right. So I was in the new shed, barn, tap cave, whatever, doing some work. I'm going to continue to document that. And I mentioned that my power drill, my Bosch, the batteries are well, I've had it for probably nearly 20 years, probably. Maybe 15. It's struggling. And then Gadget Man, Jason, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Got in touch and said that he had a spare one and he would happily send it to me, which is beyond
I'm just going
generous.
to shoot this down to the bottom.
So let me get it out and I'll show you. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, I love a power tool. Hello, look at that. Very nice case as well.
Yeah.
There's a letter with it. Oh, it's got a little cable tie. How am I going to... Bear with.
Oh, I was going to say you might need scissors for that.
Wow, it's almost exactly the same one. That is... fresh power tool.
Derek says, you'll be finished first. Mine will take all year, most likely, but work starts this month. Yeah. Well, we're not doing it like properly, are we? Kind of.
Well, we're just doing a shed conversion.
Well as,
we're not doing the Airbnb conversion. That will be a very expensive, very longer job. This is so we can use it for the office and storage.
Yeah, for the business.
For the next year or however long we need it for. Right. That is awesome. I'm a very happy bunny. And I don't know how to say thank you enough, Gadget Man. It was so generous of you. Please find enclosed Bosch hammer drill. Wow. Oh, lots of detail about it as well. Fantastic. Kind regards, Gadget Man. Yes, I love your YouTube channel. Both you and Andrea's videos are great. Always look forward to the live streams on a Sunday. Are you in?
I don't know if he's still in.
I don't know if he's in still.
Says Andrea, do not let Nick free with that, although he did a good job on the bar. He's very good with his tools.
You heard it here first. Steady. Bosch makes a lot of other tools in this power for all 18-volt battery system, so it'd be handy if you need anything else. Yeah, I could use those on other tools. That is just awesome. Yeah, that's made my week. That has. Yeah. I will be
so
using
generous as well.
Yeah. Brilliant. So thank you so much, Gadget Man. It is Jason, isn't it? I'm doubting myself now.
So.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll tell me.
But I mean,
you, if not.
That's another thing that I guess a highlight of last year are all the little things, the little gifts people have sent out of the blue, the messages, the support we get on this channel is sometimes overwhelming, but wonderful, really is.
Thanks again, Jack. I was asking about, talking about the eBay thing, and said they asked for invoices. So I was wondering how you did it for the stuff you bought from boot sales.
We've never had eBay asking us for invoices. We've not had that.
No.
And if they did, we would explain we don't have invoices. We have lists. You may have seen, we've had chats. Well, we had a chat with Aaron, the accountant, about how you cover yourself for that when you're paying cash at boot sales. So we list everything we buy and total it at the bottom. So we don't have technically a receipt for that. We just have a journal, a log of what we pay cash for.
Yeah, you did make a video about it, didn't you?
Yeah, there's a couple on the channel. Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder why they're asking you for receipts then. I know they're very picky with, new goods sometimes and stuff like trainers and that, and making sure they are genuine. It may be more about making sure you're getting genuine stuff from a reputable supplier. I don't know what the issue is. Without knowing, it's hard to know why they're asking for that. But that wasn't the issue when we had our suspension. No. It was about activity out of the ordinary on our account, because we sold this one item for £1,000, whereas normally our average selling price is probably nearer a tenner, right? So they were like, what's going on? Without mentioning it to us, closed our account or suspended it. Lovely,
we
thanks.
did suggest that perhaps heads up first might be better.
We did, like, thanks eBay. Maybe what you should do is say, excuse me, Nick and Andrea.
Like even the bank ask you if it's your activity.
Yeah, give us a heads up next time, please. Yeah, but I hope you can get that sorted. If you need to provide receipts and you can't, that's going to be tricky. Yeah. Don't know.
So talking about goals, Thrifty Georgie says, I have reselling goals of increasing sales 10% this year, YouTube goals of hitting 1K subs this year, KDP of at least 100 sales a month. So yes.
I think that's healthy to start a new year with some achievable goals. I think it really is, and keep checking in on yourself and saying, am I working towards that somehow? Ours are more general to just push eBay in a big way. We don't have a particular monetary target or numbers wise, just to get back into it.
For it again.
Get the focus back where it needs to be on that, because I mean, for obvious reasons, our focus has been on getting the house. We've still got loads of work to do on the house and out there in there, but we need to also dedicate X amount of time to pushing eBay, because funnily enough, we need an income. So that's going to be a huge focus for us.
And Daniel says, personal goal is to get shelves up and maybe redecorate first time in a decade. That and get my council landlords to sort the leak out from upstairs and fix the ceiling. It's been a year and 2 days and counting. Oh, man. Yeah, they don't do anything quick, do they?
It's frustrating having to just bug people to get stuff done. Yeah. Oh, I'd say I've got an annoying thing to sort out now. Yesterday, my windscreen wipers on my car, the Ford, just stopped working. Luckily, it wasn't raining on the way home. Otherwise, we'd have been a bit stuck.
But you did a stupid thing, didn't you? You pressed the squirters.
Got back in and they still weren't working. I thought, well, I'm going to check every setting in case, I don't know, maybe it will do something. And then I accidentally pressed the squirter. So I've got no windscreen wipers. We're about to set off home and
just water
all over the windscreen. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
So I've got to ring up in the morning and book that in to get that sorted. I mean, it might be a fuse. I can check that first.
We've got a PayPal issue to sort out as well, because I thought they told us that they were unlocking the account because they want to check our identity. And the trouble is, we're a partnership, which makes everything very complicated, because we're not sole traders and we're not a company. So
well, we are, but not for eBay. We have a separate company.
Yeah. So it's very complicated. And now they've made me fill out a piece of paper that I've got to send back to them.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. And I feel like it's going to, they told me it was sorted. I gave them all the paperwork they needed to prove our partnership. and I, personal documents and everything. And now they've given me this thing, and it says on it company registration number, and I can just see. I got her to say on the phone, said, you do know that this is the reason why I'm going round in circles here, because we don't have a company registration number because we're not a company. And she says, oh no, that'll be fine. Put your partnership number in. So what's the betting? That's not going to be. That's not going to be good.
Computer will say no because it's a different length number and it won't fit. We've been here so many times. Honestly, it's ridiculous. Anyway,
so it's very frustrating.
The joys. Yeah.
Hi Hilary, first time here. I've been collecting some stuff to start selling. Really looking forward to starting despite being 60 years old. Your tips have been a great help. Thank you. Brilliant. You're very welcome here.
Good stuff. Yeah. You're never too old to start flogging tat on eBay.
No.
That should be a t-shirt.
Not at all.
Yeah, best of luck with it. Yeah, just try and enjoy it and learn as you go. If you've got any questions, you can always hit us up on Instagram. We can try and help out. Right, how are we doing for time? Oh, 10 minutes.
I don't think we've missed any other super chats, have we? Steve says, probably saying stuff you already know, but if it's NiCad batteries, run them dead flat before you recharge. You can sometimes bring them back by cycling them.
Okay. Run them dead flat before charging. Okay. No, thanks for that. Appreciate it. Did you read that one there? Is that Pete?
Oh. Hope to hit 2K subs on YouTube, more walking style vlogs, source further afield, up my
average selling price
on eBay, making sure my dad is as best as he can be, and meeting lots at the meetup.
Fantastic.
All sounds very good.
Yeah.
Why am I sleeping in the spare room tonight?
I don't know. What's going on here?
I don't know.
Okay, quote of the year already. Wow, that's an early start for quote of the year. Nick is good with his tools. Mike's just subbed to you, Pete. Excellent. There's another one closer. Okay, let's see what else we've got on here. Did you have any goals apart from what I mentioned for this year?
Yeah, we know when the deadline is, Liam, but no, we haven't done it yet because we never did it to the very last minute.
Last year we had everything done, but just didn't submit until like the last day. But we had it done almost a year in advance.
We did.
Because we needed all the numbers.
And then we got charged a late fee because we submitted it right at the very last minute, and it took ages to process.
It didn't go through. Yeah. It was ridiculous.
So it was their fault, but they charged us a late fee for it.
Yeah. We need to sort out the company one as well, because the accountant's asking. We have an accountant for the company, but we do it all for our partnership. But we need to contact them, give them what they need.
Christina says, my goal is not to keep things for too long. Just buy and sell. Yeah, that's the ideal, isn't it?
Definitely. I would like to keep our backlog down, although we have a huge haul of vintage that we're valuing for somebody at the moment here, and a van load of stock coming shortly. So yeah. Go on. What's up?
No.
So turn it up. Oh, never mind.
It just ticks down.
Were you reading this one?
Yeah. So RH Tube says, personal goal is to try to keep Sunday nights free so I don't miss any more Hills lives. Oh, that's a good goal. Like that one.
Excellent. Yeah. So, yeah, we're saying looking forward, goals. Did you have anything particular? Hey, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff.
Flying dog.
Does he want to come up?
I think so.
Did I have a headache this morning? A little bit of one, yeah.
It was a fun evening.
Sleaford really enjoyed the shed renovation series.
Yeah,
Or
good.
enjoying, should I say?
The next one, I don't think I've been waiting on a damp-proof membrane. I don't think it's arrived because it wasn't in the shed with the other parcels when we got home.
Can you put that out of the way, please? I'm scared it's going to.
So if that is here, that will be my first job. I'm going to run that across the back wall, the wall that I repaired, and then that can be boxed in, and then it'll all speed up, because once that's done, I can do what I'm going to do on the floor, put the table in, put the worktop in, put the big shelf up I'm going to do. I will document as much as I can. Excuse me.
What are you doing? You don't really want to be up here, do you, Jeff? Leanne says that she did a tax return for a friend, had done it for 3 years, thought it went through, but she got fined, appealed, and HMRC refunded the 5 and said it was a fault at their end. Well, it was last year now. It's a bit too late, to be fair. But yeah, thank you for that. If it happens again, we'll take that into account. Right, so where were we?
Just go back up. We were somewhere here. Hi, Neil. Yeah.
I think Damien's having a conversation with Jack.
Oh, okay. Oh, mentioning about high-risk items. It could be to do with that. It's hard to know. Yeah, you need to get this sorted. That's awful. Yeah, I've had a history with asthma. Yeah. Luckily, it's not too bad for me. But I have all sorts of allergies, kind of connected, hay fever and dust and pet hair.
Kevin says, have you ever sold any brooder toys?
Yep.
I got a brooder truck for 4 and sold for 26.
Yeah, once I found a local pickup when we were living in Hitchin, a bunch of brooder trucks, and one of their tractors in with that as well. Do you remember? I got all those big model trucks and stuff. Yeah, sniped them off eBay.
And Maggie says, will the chat shed be ready for the van load of stock?
That's kind of the idea. Yeah,
Okay.
I will have to message a certain chap tomorrow and find out when it's coming. I mean, I can store it in there, but obviously I want the major works to be done. I don't want to fill it with stuff and then have to work around the stuff. So I need to pull my finger out this week and get all the major stuff done. I can, finish it off and do the lighting and all the titivating afterwards while the stock's in it. But yeah, got a lot to do.
Flutterby says, my goal is to reverse my diabetes. That's a good goal to have.
Yeah, hope that goes well.
The Maker Artists says, personal goal is to start going out more in 2023. And I got in for the World Championship in gymnastics.
What?
Wow.
As in you're competing?
That's what it sounds like. I don't know if that's what you meant.
Or going to watch?
Either is fantastic. She got a refund last month. The tax info goes back 6 years. Oh, okay. Delaney says, gee, it's so lovely to see how well Jeff has settled into his new life with you. Late last year, I needed to have my 16-year-old and 21-year-old doggies put to sleep. 21-year-old, wow. Within 4 weeks.
4
of
weeks.
each other. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely heartbreaking.
It's such a loss. It really is. We obviously experienced it and went through it with Monty, and shared that with a lot of you guys that have been with us for years. Will have remember us going through that, and that hit me as hard as losing a family member, because they are a family member.
Yeah.
I was a mess. Well, we were all a mess.
We were for a long time.
I couldn't talk about that without bursting into tears. I probably would still struggle if I started chatting about it. It's just so emotive. Yeah. We've got another one now though.
Yeah.
And he is very happy. He's got his anxiety issues. He's a little worrier.
Don't we all?
Don't we all? But yeah, it is a joy having a dog. It was nice for him. He came with us to my parents where we stayed.
Yeah, he loves
over
it
New Year, and he loves it
he
there.
loves it. Even though he can't go on the sofa, he still loves it.
He's not allowed on the sofa. He tries. Yeah.
So J-Lo, the original, says, hi, can I just say that if anyone is anxious about attending the meetup alone, I'm willing to meet beforehand and we can all go together. You can contact me via Insta. That's really, really kind of you.
That's a great idea. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to seeing you again at the meetup.
Yeah. If anyone does need somebody to accompany them in, we can sort that out. Yeah, I mean, we've still got 2 weeks. So yeah, great idea. Love that.
Yes, competing. That's amazing. So yeah, wishing you all the
competing.
best of luck.
Wow.
That's incredible.
That's awesome. Yeah, best of luck. Did we do that super chat?
No, we didn't.
Oh, there we go.
It's from Jack again. Thank you, Jack. Quick new user question. How to require immediate payment on listings? As new seller, there is a lot of scammers and I don't know how to make...
it's a checkbox, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But without looking at it...
From what I remember, trying to think through listing, I'm sure it's a tick box thing. Require immediate payment.
Is it in your payment profiles in the policies? When you set up a policy, is it in there?
It's very hard.
Somebody else in the chat, I'm sure, will have, because we're on our computer, so we can't look. But somebody else in the chat might be able to describe it a bit better. But
yeah, I don't think it's a difficult thing to do. It's just finding where it is and checking that button.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, someone can point you in the right direction. It might be a good video to make at some point, but I always have these video ideas and then never make them.
Kevin says, one of my goals for this year is to just buy stuff that sells. I'm guessing that means, yeah, well, we'd all like to do that, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we all make mistakes.
We all think the stuff we're buying is going to sell, and then some of it sticks around.
Well, this van load of stock is you know me, if you followed this channel for a while, every now and again I go a bit crazy and buy like 1,000 Rubik's Cubes or whatever, right? This could well be apart from the car parts, which I don't think we're going to top for a while, this will be one of the largest hauls I've ever bought as a single purchase. It's all new stock. It's a whole range of stuff. It's not just Rubik's Cubes, for example, this time. It's not white work shoes. It's a big risk. It's a big risk. Will they sell as well as I think? Will it be worth the investment? But if you don't take those chances, you're never going to get the win, right? It's like with the car parts. We didn't know what we were doing when we went into that, and that was the most lucrative purchase we ever made, the car parts. Yeah. We made probably 20 grand on that. I can't remember. I stopped tracking the numbers. So we're taking a big chance on a lot of stock. I'm excited about it, but a little bit nervous. But you've got to be nervous doing these things. If you're not nervous about it, you're not taking a risk.
You've got to have a challenge, haven't you?
Yeah.
Then Carl says, my Badger sheepdog passed a couple of years ago. Love the bones of him. And I now have Sully, a tabby tomcat, who is amazing, although a pain in the bum.
Badger, what a name.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
The Makers Artists said, I'm going to Berlin in Germany in June, and I'm only 18. I've been doing gymnastics since I was 8. Well, yeah.
Fabulous.
Amazing.
Yeah, we wish you all the best.
Congratulations on all of that. Absolutely amazing.
That's a nice comment. I think Jacko's gone now, but he says, great chat. Mustache, from a new reseller, you've helped me immensely, as I said, with my poor health as well. Thank you. I think he's gone now, but yeah, cheers. We're rapidly approaching. Well, we've gone
We
past.
have, but I think we've got another super chat.
We've
so
gone
I'm trying to
past
find
the
it.
hour, so start thinking about words of wisdom if you want to get involved with that. That's how we end these streams.
Yes, it's in the payment policies.
Okay. Hopefully you can find that. From what I remember, it's fairly simple.
Yeah, Susan says, I use business policies. It's in there when you set them up.
Okay. Did you say there was another super chat somewhere?
Yeah, I think so. Just trying to find it. Here it is. It's David Williams.
Excellent.
Thank you, David. Said, almost missed the first stream of 2023. Wife and I got sucked into building Lego. Hope you guys have had a lovely, happy new year.
We were very jolly.
We were very, it's a merry new year, wasn't it?
We spent it with family and then friends on a couple of live streams and drank too much. So we had fun.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much, David. Happy New Year to you. So if you are a regular, you'll know we like to end on a positive note and share some maybe words of wisdom if you have any. So if you want to pop them in, we'll read a few out, pick a favorite, and then we can all get on with 2023.
Yeah. Stuart says, love your videos. They've been a real help to me, to my efforts, maybe. Looking forward to the meetup. Are you booking tables or an area? No, we're just saying turn up. That's what we did last year and the year before.
What we tend to do is, because we will grab a table, and then as people vacate or have their lunch and go away, we grab more tables, and we usually end up with a large section of the pub.
Yeah. But if you haven't been there before, you go in the front door, and usually we're in that first section there somewhere.
Yeah. And we tend to kind of stay there or thereabouts for the whole day. The first time we did it, we ended up with the whole kind of right-hand side. If you've not been to the pub, it won't make much sense, but as you go in the door, but we will be there. We will make ourselves obvious, so you'll see us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you buy at a garage again? No, not quite the same.
No, this is...
it's a bit of everything, isn't it?
I won't
Hello,
spoil
Jack.
it.
Happy New Year.
Hey, Jack, we were catching up on your videos of your house renovation. We've been enjoying seeing under your floorboards and the little clips of your dad. Which, yeah, it's great. Yeah, well done on achieving what you've done so far. It's been a huge task dealing with all that you've dealt with. Yes, I know how stressful that can be. So yeah, well done. All right, are we getting any words of wisdom in?
Oh, Lou says, we lost our old mongrel on Christmas Day 2021. Messed me up a bit. It does, doesn't it?
It will do.
It's just like there's no grief like it. Really, there's just.
What's the phrase?
We never thought we'd.
Grief.
Nothing can prepare you for it.
Grief is the price we pay for love.
Yeah, that's what the Queen said. And
isn't
we lost
it?
the Queen this year, didn't we? As well.
And but it is, to give a pet a home and to have it for all those years and give it a life. Unfortunately, we pay for that when we lose them.
But they bring us so much joy, and hopefully we bring them joy too. So
yeah,
it's worth it, isn't it? There's a words of wisdom there from Will.
Right, here we go. Go for it.
When a woman says what, it's not because she didn't hear you. She's just giving you a chance to change what you said.
Well, maybe so.
Yeah, there's some truth in that. Cliff Richard. Oh dear.
Words of wisdom, just Cliff Richard.
Oh, he's all wise.
Is he?
Yeah,
is he though?
Yeah.
Is he?
He's been around long enough.
From Rocky Horror, take the risk.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think calculated risks, especially if you're in business, are kind of a necessity. But yeah, do as much as you can to prevent yourself from, taking a bad risk. Do your homework, but yeah, take risks. Mm-hmm. I applaud it. We do it fairly regularly, and most of them work out. Not all of them, but the vast majority do. So yeah.
Here's one I like. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them,
Wow.
which is Walt Disney. Love that.
Yeah, I've not heard that. You heard that before?
Mhm. Oh, here he is. You can't have best offer with immediate payment. No, that is true.
Yeah. But can't you have immediate payment on if they bought it for full price? I've just confused myself.
Yeah.
Gadget Man, I hope you were in when we showed your incredibly generous gift. If you weren't, thank you so much for that. I will message you anyway separately. But yeah, can't wait to get using that. It's so awesome.
Apparently, I'm all wise as well. The cold was warm. Is that something I said last night?
Oh, I don't know. Could easily have been.
My goodness.
I'm sure you said a lot of things last night.
I said a lot of really stupid things. Always have fun. Don't let it become a chore, and find that one brilliant thing to sell which makes you feel happy. I love that. Yes.
Awesome. You could, what does that say from Belinda?
You could set Jeff on anyone sat on a table. Yeah, he won't be allowed in the pub though, unfortunately.
Excuse me. Oh, I see what you mean at the meetup. Right. I wasn't understanding what that meant. Words of wisdom. If you're not nervous at this game, then you're not growing. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, take risks. And it applies to our personal lives as well. Take risks, challenge yourself. Like coming to this meetup. I know that's not easy for everybody. But if you can push yourself to take that little risk, you may surprise yourself and enjoy it, you know?
New year, new start. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Oh, is
Susan saying, come and join us on channel NEM's YouTube channel, obviously, for the first, now that's what I call music live stream of the year.
Yes.
I'm guessing that's about past, is it?
I'm not sure, but we may be able to pop in. I don't know what our plans are.
I don't know. I'm probably going to sit in.
Put the fire on and warm up. Yeah. I think it's a good plan.
Wearing 2 jumpers at the moment. Freezing.
What does Steve say? Tax returns. Start on the last page. Decide how much the government is worth and work backwards.
Not sure they'd like that. Thank you to everybody who's wishing us Happy New Year, and to you all as well. Life is a camera. It's like a camera. Capture the good times, develop from the negatives, and if things don't turn out, take another shot. I've heard that before and I really like it.
That's good.
It's a very good.
That's a contender.
Yeah.
Like that, Teresa.
Yeah, like that.
Chris says, smile and the world smiles with you, cry and you cry alone. That's an old phrase. Yeah. I've heard that before. A lot of people have said that. Yeah, that's nice. Here's another one. Christina, remind those that you love them. You may not get the chance tomorrow. Oh, absolutely. So poignant. Absolutely. Yeah. We take everyone for granted, don't we? I think we all slip into that. We just get carried along with life. Yeah. Yeah, we've unfortunately had a bereavement close to us in the last month or so, and that's a shocking one that we won't talk about on here, but no, but that is very poignant because of that. Yeah. Oh, let's hope you get £100,000. Well, that'd be nice. I don't know where it's coming from. Fauna says, look forwards with hope, not backwards with regret. Yes, I like that. Excuse me. PvP, new year, a clear slate of 365 days to write our futures on. Very nice. Happiness and freedom begin with one principle. Some things are within your control and some are not. Yeah. Learning to know the difference. Oh, hello, Ali. Says the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Oh, yes. Wow, that's pretty deep. Ali's gone deep.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we
And
keep going?
tuning,
There's loads.
Lots of wisdom. Life is too short to wake up in the morning with regrets. So love the people who treat you right, forget about the ones who don't, and believe that everything happens for a reason. I don't know if that carries on.
It might do.
If you get a chance, take it. If it changes your life, let it. Nobody said life would be easy. They just promised it would be worth it.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
What's the phrase I really like? Some people don't spot opportunity because it's dressed up as hard work. Something like that. I'm not very good at remembering how they go, but I read that somewhere and it was like, yes, you know, it's not luck, it's hard work, folks.
Yeah, indeed. Ian says, confidence builder, make yourself 2 lists of achievable goals, one for daily and another for long term. Chop, chop, busy, busy, work, work, bang, bang. Just love saying that name. Says, sing your own song, even if no one else sings along. Yes, isn't that Mama Cass? Didn't she say that?
Sing a happy song.
Yeah.
Chance.
That's the
we've done that. That's the other half.
Yeah, 9:30. So we're going to have to get going in a minute. What does RH Tube say?
We will wrap up shortly. We'll pick one. For the builder and Nick and everyone, measure twice, cut once. And if it's wrong, blame someone else.
Yeah.
This one, did you want?
RH Tube there, I think.
Oh, sorry. Okay. We're going to have to go shortly.
Resolutions don't need to be just for the new year.
No, that is very true.
Yeah.
But it is a very good point to look back and look forward, right?
This is a good one as
well. I
well.
think it's healthy.
You can't fix things with a hammer.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
And Sharon says there's more happiness in giving than in receiving.
I agree.
Will says when the snowman brings the snow, thought you just might like to know, don't eat the yellow stuff.
Oh, someone had to do it.
Had to do it. We'll end on that because
is that the one?
We'll be going. Well, it feels like it's apt.
We'll stop reading them out, but I think let's pick. There was one that we both. The camera one, wasn't it? Therese's. Life's like a camera. Capture the good times. Develop from the negative. If you don't turn out. If things don't turn out,
take another shot.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. We were well over 350 odd at one point, which is epic. It's always so humbling that people want to spend time with us chatting about what's going on in our strange little lives. And on that note, thank you for the continued support throughout last year. And hopefully this year, we will continue to make these videos and bumble along as we do. So if you enjoy, please keep watching. We'll try and keep the content coming.
Yeah, and let us know what your favourite videos are and what sort of content you'd like to see. You know, because we tend to get in a bit of a rut sometimes. It's nice to change things up a little bit. So if there's anything that you'd like to see, then let us know.
Yes, thank you for being here. Enjoy the year. Hopefully it brings you happiness, prosperity, all that good stuff. If you have some goals, let's all work towards them. We've got a lot of things on our list we want to do.
Yeah.
And thank you for being here. We will leave you there. We can all pop over and see Neil now. Talking about now, that's what I call music.
Yes.
We done?
Yes.
Right. Take care, everybody.
All right. Have a good week, everyone.
See you soon. We'll see you next week. Are we doing one next week?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah. Same time next week. Excellent.